Okay, I'm recording here just to help out someone who's asked me something about how to do something which should be pretty basic and simple in the Starcraft 2 map editor. This is GreyPaws through the arcade.sc forum. So what he's trying to do is trying to make a cow on a map that is properly selectable and be able to move it. And given I'm not quite sure what problem he's having, I thought I might just create the same thing myself and see what I trip over in doing so. So I'm doing this completely live and ad hoc, so it's probably going to have all sorts of accidental misdirects and various other things as I make various errors doing this, but we'll try it and see what happens. So yeah, I've just opened a basic editor here. Let me just have a look at what I have by way of preferences. I'm running English US. Toolbar icon size is large. Yeah, ignore that email address. I better edit that out. Yeah, colors, documents, defaults. My autosave folder, various other bits and pieces. Startup configuration, I say open the triggers module, which is why you'll probably see this as the triggers module open here if you didn't work that out. That's alright. No tablet config. Test expansion module defaults to Legacy of the Void in my case because I'm fully licensed for all the modules. That's really about it. In terms of config, a few of these buttons here, the ones that I turn on, show libraries, use the subviews. As I said, this is the trigger module. There's all different edit modules over here. So I'm just going to go File, New, create a new arcade map. So I presume what GreyPaws is trying to do an arcade map. Doesn't actually say. Let's presume it's an arcade map. Wings of Liberty is what he's doing. I would normally pick up the Legacy of the Void config, but you've got to actually be licensed for Legacy of the Void to do that. So ignoring that for the moment. Let's just go Aria Jungle, why not? Default. Boring, but you know, stock standard map. So if I want to look at the terrain here, let's give the terrain button a click. And this is the terrain. It's why is it orange? It's orange because of the height of the map. So if I go up and go adjust the map info and look at the options and set the base height to something different. That's not right. Is that the right direction? No, that's the wrong direction. I'm going to go negative. Alright, map info. Make that -8. So -8 is taking this orange layer and put it underneath the terrain instead of putting it above the terrain. The reason it was showing half and half there is that this terrain is in fact a randomly variable. You'll see the ground undulate a bit here. So if I bring that bottom layer up, sorry, I'm going on totally random topics here, which I sort of suggested I might. If I make that, you know, -0.5, for example, that's the height. You'll see it overlaps in some bits because the terrain height is obviously -1 or something. So I just got to move it somewhere so that it's underneath the visible terrain. I can of course raise the terrain up. That's another option. I could do that. Oopsie. Yeah. Highly variable map. It's normally the terrain's quite flat, but obviously for this particular okay. Alright, I'll move it down properly. I wonder whether Blizzard's been playing with that default level again or not. Whilst I'm here, I may as well just raise a few cliffs this way. Man-made cliffs. So let's just make a cliff area here. So I'll zoom it again. slow. I should make my pointer bigger. And stick in a ramp. Is that ramps? No, it's a terrain object. Where's ramps? My ramp's gone. There's my ramp. Yeah, there we go, add ramp there. So I'll just add a ramp over here. Alright, ultra simple. Now, if I go into the data editor, this is where it gets fun because I'm not very good at data editor either. And look at a unit, for example, called a cow. Yeah, so many of the freaking units in this thing are not configured 100% correctly. But this is Blizzard's fault in this instance. Oops. I don't want a unit, I want a cow. It's probably a doodad, not a unit, is it? It's a critter, a cow, okay. So now what is GreyPaws trying to do with this cow? I was creating a unit giving a cow model. I would just use the cow unit personally. Okay. So if it's me, I would just take this cow and I would just go back to my terrain and I would go units and I would go cow and I would just place my cow there and then I could use said cow. Like if I hit this button up here, Control F9, in order to test my map, that would actually, let me just make sure that this cow is configured to player 1. Yep, okay, looks alright. And yes, I've just said that the cow set selectable by player 1 and hit test the map. Now the map will display down at the bottom corner, so I have to move over and find the cow, but that's okay, we can do that. Yes, just another Starcraft map. There's all defaults. His layout is all defaults as well. Why the hell are you telling me to hit Alt-Z to share my gameplay? Oh, because it's recording desktop. Yes. Tired game. Alright, so my cow's over here where there's a bit of light. There's light because the cow's my player. There he is. And why can't I select him? Why can I not select him? And why is he wandering about by himself? Because he's got all that AI logic and stuff. That's probably not quite what we wanted to do. Okay. Let me think about this. Alright, I'm going to pause recording here for a minute whilst I have a think about what I'm doing. Okay, so I've started recording again. I'm going to go back in and have a look at my definition of a cow. I'm going to look at UI, Holstein cow. I'm looking for, actually let me just go to, what do they call this, table view. And somewhere here there'll be an attribute which will be selectable, cannot be clicked. Unselectable is enabled. So So if I turn unselectable to be disabled, I now get a different cow, because it's green because I've updated it there. If I hit start again, it should restart that. Thinking. Yeah, you're right, finished. Return to game. Now if I come up here, oh look, there's my cow selectable. Sorted. Now you'll notice there's also no move things down here. That is probably because there's a game option called what? Enable simple command card. You want to turn that off in order to have all the buttons appear instead of the default move items. Personally, I would recommend for everybody to come into the map editor. If I go Alt tab back to the map editor here for a minute, come into triggers. Here's the map initialization module that's default, got nothing in it. I would come in here and go for every single map you ever produce. I would go new action, I think is what I need. Option. So it's an override player options here somewhere. Override player options built in. Override option simple command trigger. Enable simple command card. Trigger option for all players. All players. Preset, no. Why is there not? The player group, is it? For player, triggering player, okay. Alright, let's just do trigger value then to value disabled. There we go. So now what we should find, if I, well, whatever I do to run this, yeah, come on, watch it load up again. So my cow should be selectable, simple command card is turned off by default, away we go. Alright, so just to recap, I'm coming back here again. As I said, this override I would put into every single map you ever make, personally. There are a couple of other options I always use as well, but let's ignore those for the moment. I'm going to come back to the unit here for a minute and look at this cow. Now I'm in table view here still. I'm going to go and find where in the standard view that setting is, just because it annoys me that I don't know where those things go. Behavior. Probably. No. They're the AI filters. They're the combat filters. I don't know where this particular one is, but doomed. Oops. God, this editor annoys me sometimes. Randomly switching. Where is this? Not there either. Alright, let's switch back to table view, much easier to find. So it's unit select. Okay. Unit flags unselectable. So basic unit unselectable is the one I wanted. Not selectable. So this is here. Unselectable. So if I go back to this view, it should therefore be in the unit tab where that unselectable option appears, because I had unit at the front. Then unit attributes here, so you look for the one that's green at the top, flags. Cannot be highlighted, kept, movable, no tooltips, show resources. Yeah, this is because now it's untargetable, useless site. Where's unselectable? It's now turned off, isn't it? So it's probably alphabetic. So this was previously turned on, the unselectable one. There we go. That will have been GreyPaws' problem with the cow model. So hopefully that is enough now to allow him to fix his issue. Bye.